Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from the Big Chibowski in the final round of this week. If I were to win this one, I think that might be my first 3 wins in a row in quite a long time, which is not that easy given the rank I'm around. Which is, like, if I beat this one, then I'm essentially going to be the highest rank I have been, somewhere in the top 100. Don't know exactly around where, but currently at 119. And if you add like 30, 40-ish in terms of points, then yeah, I end up somewhere above the highest rank I've been, and it seems like my guildmate Quasar is around there. So yeah, might be some interesting matchups in the future. In this round I'm fighting the mini Captain Jack Sparrow guy actually, so not the other 11 mil opponent, which means both of us beat 11 mil opponents to get to the finals here. And he has 8.8 mil GP, about 400k GP over me, but it's all very well spent across a bunch of teams that strengthen him. And it's going to be very relevant today because he has, he typically goes really heavy on offense in terms of GLs. So he tends to keep like 4 to 5 on offense and then really only sets 1 on defense. But this time he has kept all of them for offense, I believe, unless he put 1 in the back as a surprise. I'd be really impressed if he did. So on my defense, you'll find a JML SEE with Malak, SLK, JMK, and then in the bottom the other 2 JLs. So I've set all of them on defense with a dash and a mole team over here, which is something I don't think I've done before. I'm not sure, maybe I've gone 5. Haven't really done 6. But this guy kind of had it coming in the sense that I don't really like it when people insist on playing efficiency matches. I find them really boring. Yeah, this is not a very enjoyable playstyle, so I figured, well, the odds of winning are typically low anyways when I fight someone at this point, so why not try something entirely different? And I had a feeling that he might even keep all of the GLs for offense, and he did indeed, as far as I can see anyway. It would be insanely risky for him to set 1 in the back, but maybe he's done that. It's a possibility, I guess. But if he did, then he won't be clearing at least half my map. So I'm kind of hoping, yeah, I don't know really what I'm hoping, but either way he's gonna have to probably do 6 GL mirrors. It's most likely they just kept all of them on offense. And those should all be pretty doable. His weak spot is his R7 SEE. So I guess the most of the struggle he's gonna have is gonna be against JML, ironically, which people typically view as a weak GL on defense. But in this case, he might not have great options against it. And then his defense is actually quite a pain because he's got a lot of these B tier teams. And because he has that 400 or 500k extra GP, it's all in characters that I typically don't have. So he's also taken a lot of them to gear 13 in general to round out his roster. But he's just got all of these characters relicked that have been on my backlog forever. And just had all of those teams on defense, and mine are typically a bunch weaker than his, so it's a bit of an uphill battle in that sense, but I think my GL teams might be a bit stronger than his, so that balances it out. Yeah, the best Commando team there with Han and Chewie is pretty strong, and then he said that CLS team that has started popping up a bit more. Yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna get started on the Starkiller team, I guess. So because I have to spend CLS there, I don't have CLS against this gas. And I'm not gonna do a gas mirror because it's all full banners. Instead I was planning to use my Starkiller on his gas, which is, I'm guessing, something that most people haven't seen before. I've never done it, but it should work in theory, so let's see if it also does in practice. This one I have done a while back. There was no video material out there at the time of how this fight goes, what you're supposed to do, who you target first. But ever since, I believe also the Grand Arena Science channel covered my video to go over it and look at all the nuances. And hopefully more people understand how to play it now. So you have to open up on Mara Jade, and there might be some confusion there on whether you're supposed to. Now the weird thing here is I didn't get any counters on that first one anyway. There was really only CLS, I think. So this is not how the fight went for me the first time, and I'm immediately seeing some issues here of how this whole thing might backfire really hard. Because now Mara Jade is in stealth. And I'm gonna have to take a look at, like, how much counter chance do I have? That's gotta be in here actually. Yeah, it's only 50. So last time I had a couple more counter, but now it was really only CLS, and that's probably gonna screw me up pretty hard, to be honest. I don't want to stance change because that's certainly gonna kill me. But I think I have to control Palpatine and hope I get the TM removal, which I did. Because without the TM removal, it's just instantly over. Since I can't go for Mara, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. I think I'll just go straight up for Visas. But a bit hard to get any kind of assists or buffs in any way over here. So pretty sure this one's gonna backfire, and I already have a problem in my first battle. And I might even have to preload it if I want to get those 10 banners. It's starting to look pretty likely. Yeah, I don't think there's any saving this match anymore. So they have way too much control now, and I'll just get chopped apart. So the best shot that I could possibly still have is killing Visas, killing Mara somehow, like right here, but there's not even any damage because of the crit immunity. So that's a bummer. Gotta say, it's kind of boring, to be honest, to see it go down immediately in the first battle. It's not really what I was expecting. But not much I can do. I can do, like if I do Han's first special here, he won't even get a chance at the second special because he has that shock on there, so this is just immediately burned. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky to still clear him after this disappointment. The alternative was running Grievous, but Grievous does, like, the win rates are a lot worse in general, and like, yeah, like could send that in, just change it up, but it's just really hard to get through with Barris there. Whereas with CLS you at least have the exposed damage. Kind of thinking if I still want to do anything here, because in one more attack it's going to be over. My 3PO is ahead of them. I can blind them for half a second, and that's about it. So I could target Starkiller to push back his TM, let my 3PO go and blind them, and then Mara is just gonna reapply those debuffs and pretty much end it right there. I think that's my only option. I'll just preload it for the 10 banners, it's really whatever. And he just straight up counter kills me. And actually Mara went ahead of my 3PO anyway, which is a little bit weird, but okay. Pretty sure I was faster there. But I guess because Han died, yeah, that must have been it. Han died, and then it counts as debuffs expiring because a character is dead, and then they gain turn meter. Yeah, lame. I'm honestly, like, quite disappointed by that, but okay. That's part of Grand Arena, I guess. So for the rest, I'll just see if I can still clear, but there's not really any reason for him to drop battles, given how much he has kept on offense. So I'll just have to see. Throw in BB-8. And let's just see if Grievous is going to fail it as well. Most likely. Because typically this counter works by BB-8 pulling ahead of them. Well, BB-8 making my team pull ahead of them. Let's see. Like the moment Mara lands shocks, it's days on B2. It's already over. Like just instantly like that. At the end. Because I can do this, but without B2 constantly dispelling and controlling them, there's nothing I can do. I'll do a little bit of damage for fun here, but I've got nothing going for me here. So I'll just hit you, because you got turn meter. I can do a healing immunity to help me get Visas down, but Barris is going to start gaining turn meter, and then that's the end of it. I mean, I could also try going for Barris first. Maybe that's an alternative idea. But nah, look at that. That's just gonna get silly. It's target lock all over still. And the shock is about to come in here. And that's the end of it. Like, I would have been okay with, you know, dropping any other battle, just not the first, because in the first it just immediately demotivates you for the rest of the round. As like the odds of not clearing become really high. I don't really have anything left to beat this team with. So I'm already not going to get through the front wall, and then I have to hope that he doesn't either. And then I'm somehow more efficient. It's like, yeah. Not really fun GAC. Let's see what I can do though. But yeah, if you look at the TM on Visas, like I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Because I won't lap her, so even if I kill Barris, she's gonna get her right back in. So maybe I just kill off Visas. At least get that done. And then maybe there's a way to pick the team apart, as the Starkiller stuff won't kick in. No clue. Let's maybe go for Mara next. See if I can mow her down, or Barris. I don't know. If I kill EP, at least that leadership isn't there. I can't stun them. I don't know if I have the damage. I could try at least. Nah, no, not even close. Oof. Awful. That was a bad decision. And she's in stealth now. But yeah, there's a crit immunity. There's defense up across all of them. The Barris heal kicked in there, of course, actually. So maybe I can just basic someone out, but I don't think so. He also has defense up, yeah. Yeah, best shot is just trying to get an EP kill. There we go. So I killed 2 of them, and it can be cleaned up. At least this might be an interesting fight for people to see. You might end up in a similar situation where this is your best option. Even though in this case it wasn't, because CLS was just thrown away to RNG. Yeah, let's get started. So that gets me the stun. There's an alternative option where you do the second special first and then the first one. And it might be better in the sense that Rex could be taking a turn in a moment. So I think he's still a little bit ahead of my Palpatine here. No, okay, I pull barely ahead here. That's kind of important. So in hindsight, I would have changed that up. Now you have to do that AoE, because if Rex cleanses everything, then you're not going to be in a good spot. And it helps a lot to have the Mara Jade basics from stealth there to keep your team looking good. There we go, he's toppled. Now there's 2 ways of playing this, I think. One would be to just try to burn through 5s, who has a ton of protection. The other could be to try to just like sort of burn the savior here, because he's got a lot of armor, by just killing Rex and then killing him again and taking out the others. So I don't know which one's better. I'm gonna give 5s a try. I don't know if that's gonna be smart, but let's just see if I can make decent progress on him, and if not, then at least I gave that a shot. And I can still sort of change my mind at this point, because I'm just doing the typical attacks. But I think I've got him here. Yep. Yeah, honestly, like after doing that, I'm not sure there's much of a reason to go for anyone but 5s first. I'll take out Echo. I'm just gonna let Arc be, I think. Although I might... Basic here is better. Nah, just falling a bit short. Let's do a special. Okay, got him down, wow. Wasn't really expecting that from Visas. Kinda nice. I think Starkiller will max in a moment. But I don't know if he's still gonna take a turn. Yes, he does. So that's gonna be good banners too. Not really a complicated fight, but it's probably good for people to have seen it. So I was going to use Grievous over here, but now I have to use Bad Batch, and I think IG might ruin the party here with his ability block. Let's see. Yep, thought so. Yeah, didn't really have any great alternatives, so kind of had to go with this. And now I just have to pray that my team can survive for another turn. As 3PO is gonna blind in a sec. Yeah, that Omega was gonna die. Everyone could have guessed that part. Maybe this can somehow save me. But this next move is gonna be dodged, but at least it cleanses my team. And I definitely need that. Yeah, I could see an argument for getting back in control here, so let's figure out what I can do. Swap over and kill 3PO. Could have maybe swapped the Wrecker for the defense up. That might have not been a bad choice, but I'm actually in control, so that's okay. Okay, it's furious. I never know. I always just check nowadays. Because I've had many cases where the stacks just disappear even though I do nothing. Which is kind of awkward. And then I get confused as to why I'm not stunning. There we go. So yeah, banner-wise, I'm also just not going to do particularly well, so he should be okay to win. He almost always waits out his opponents, I believe. So yeah, I don't really have time later. I'm going to make a territory war map. So just getting it out of the way now. Beskar Mando is where I wanted to use my gas. So let's see. I will first dispel IG. Do the TM boost. And start working on Beskar Mando before he bails out his buddies. AoE does not seem appealing. Yeah, he still does. Just because a couple of them are damaged. Alright. That's gonna be the slow way then. And here he will probably... No, I got him. Nice. That's gonna speed up the fight a bit at least. Oh. Would have been great to get him down there. Well, I guess the characters themselves just assign me who to kill. That's dispelled. It would be unfortunate if my gas goes down here before Beskar Mando moves, but there isn't really anyone I can drop into the threshold because that IG is still really tanky. So I've just got to go straight for him and pick him off. That's nice. I can... Oh, that's going to get me countered. Let's not. Because he has really low turn meter here. If I could just pick him off with gas like this. Nice. Then at least my 5s doesn't end up going down or something and I still get a 60. What's gonna be nice on Starkiller here, given that Barris is there and she's gonna be super annoying. I don't even know if Starkiller can get to his unleashed thing here. No idea. So let's find out. That's a good bit of damage. No, come on, not the AoE, please. Definitely cleansing. I'll let Poggle do the other one. So this dude's gonna counter, and he's already at 30 stacks. That is quick. Let's hit Barris for a while. I don't really want her to be cleansing Mara, I think. Was that 40k damage? That is just... That's not even damage. What is that? Let's do this one. Yeah, maybe I should eventually relic my spine. Maybe. Can I get an ability block over on Mara? Thank you. She has 5 debuffs. How about more than 40k? There we go. That's looking a lot better. Focus on Barris for a bit. And then pick off Starkiller with another special. For that I first have to feed him some debuffs, so let's do that. Yikes, he doesn't mess around. It's difficult to try to time. Yeah, Barris keeps gaining so much turn meter and then she cleanses right after. It's pretty annoying. Okay, she moves now, then she cleanses. Like, I need to line up a spy hit right after hitting Barris. It's like, what? She goes and she cleanses. Let's just try and kill her. Nope. Yeah, he's definitely gonna... Yep, okay. tiring. Annoying duo to clean up, you just need healing immunity, I guess. Alright, let's try something weird then. Because this is clearly not really working out. Starkiller is gonna move before me. Oh, those crits are brutal. Goodbye tank, I guess. Let's hit Barris to not feed more turn meter, I guess. So this AoE is gonna... It's just a daze. But there's nothing really I can do to control Barris's turn meter generation, but I guess I have to protect him. So let's do that at least. There is a detonator on there, so I think I'm gonna hit both of those. So that's one. Maybe I could have double tapped then instead, but I guess Barris just heals him anyway. One basic for the TM. Yeah, this is not really gonna go anywhere, I guess. Yikes. Dude hits hard. And now all the progress is essentially reset. I would have thought that cleaning him up would be a little bit easier than this. A little less irritating, but it doesn't seem to be that way. I don't really have healing immunity characters on offense, unfortunately, this round. And that's biting. So if anything, it's good practice to see what happens when you need to break a Starkiller team, and Barris is just the biggest bee in the world here. So let me just one-shot her. There we go. And you could say, well, why didn't you do it sooner? Well, it's good to have some options in the back, I guess. But let's see what he's got there. I don't expect any GLs, it's just going to be Aiden with Omicron. And some other plebs. Not even Aiden, he also kept that on offense, so okay. Well, that means he's going to have no problems beating me now. Because I dropped like 30 banners on the Starkiller team. That gives him a really good buffer, but let's see, maybe he fails on one of the GLs. I don't see why. He has no reason to. But we'll just figure it out. So I'll just move along, try to make the most of it. Maybe Fleet strips him up, you never know. But 30, that's essentially, yeah, he's got to drop 2 whole battles. So there's going to be that Malik in the back with a Newt. That's also going to be an annoying team to fight. Let's just attack HK first. I could already do a group attack given that there is no Malik, but there's not really any reason to. Because I'm just gonna give Nest a bit of protection up with that, so it's not a smart move. What I will do here is put Deathmark on Marauder. That just makes my life a lot easier. Smarter for me now to stack up a little bit. Hit Dark Revan, so he's gonna equalize with Nest. And then at an opportune time, such as now, just say goodbye Nest. And goodbye Dark Revan. So against the Mon Mothma team, I'll try this one out. I think I used it quite a while back when one of my fights just went really poorly. And I was just experimenting with some things and I ended up throwing this at their team. And it worked quite well back then, but let's see what it does now. Would not surprise me if I randomly drop a character here, but let's see. She might have another AoE up, so this might just be in vain. Not yet, I think it's the next move. Which she will certainly get off. Okay, I take my bonus turn. And this is one of those cases, like, what's the point in going into bird stance when you're just not taking any turns anytime soon? Nice to see him waste that. Yeah, Kara, I believe back then actually as well, was just timeout material. It's kind of annoying. It's, again, I have to protect the characters. This is what I needed, right? That's why Poe is there. They'll gradually start cleansing their team now, but I just recalled. I'll spend this because I need to get into bird stance soon without them having any chance to control my team. Okay, and I'll still get plenty of birds here to start getting kills. So Bo-Katan is actually kind of critical for this fight to work out. Let's stun him. Or not, entirely optional. And then let's get the kill on. I would say Kara pushes a lot of TM, but I think Pao is the main TM train here. So let's get rid of him. And try to get back in control here. Kill off the characters faster than they can bring them around is also a nice strategy. Might as well use this. And put up some foresight in case they had any thoughts towards stripping protection. I'm pretty sure birds here will kill off whoever is remaining. See you, mate. So yeah, the team works well, but you do need, I think, Bo-Katan in there. And once she's in damage immunity, like I guess you could also just put it on there early. She can't get her turn meter removed, and then she will definitely end up taking a turn at some point, and that daze is what turns it around. Without that, it's probably going to get pretty ugly. Jedi on the Traya team. So I'm just going to immediately mark Nihilus. I know I'll drop health, like attacking and stuff, but pretty sure JKL is just going to chop through him. No problem, no point in stunning their side. And just one pretty hit away from a victory. Even though Sion is the one there doing some fun stuff, Set is the one who has to take all of the damage. And I'll just stick with her. I know Talon's gonna revive her if I don't get the Talon, but I'm hoping Talon comes out to play in a moment. She's gonna stay in stealth, I guess, so probably want to go for Sion first. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just kill her twice, I don't even care. That's gonna hurt. And I'm probably gonna drop Old Ben. This is also gonna be a counter. So yeah, he gone. Maybe if I had played it differently, he would be alive, but I figured if I'm gonna start hitting others, Traya is also gonna have a ton of offense. Put this on Hermit Yoda if I can. Oh, I thought he would have his heal available. Unfortunately not. How about now, sir? Let's put this on Hermit Yoda. And hopefully this gets me to full. Why did he just drop protection there? That's gotta be some kind of mechanic I'm not aware of. The thing with Aura here is I definitely drop her. I don't specifically want to do that. Whereas maybe this team can entirely make it out alive. Unlikely, but perhaps possible. Now I can go for L3. Whoever I go for is going to get revived anyway, but I'm okay with that. As long as I get a fast contract. I could probably attempt a stun here in favor of the contract. Maybe let's gamble on that. Got it. And then I get it this way with a basic. I guess didn't count the last hit there. That's unfortunate. Because L3 was already dead. But there it is, everything gets cleansed because of contract, so I don't really need to put up retribution. However, I could do that. So maybe I will. And since Fennec is gonna move, I'll do this. Then that. And then we say bye to Vandor Chewie. Yeah, I definitely prefer this over the Aura version. Need to think a little bit more to try to get okay banners, but as long as it gets the job done, I don't mind. Could I get her out? I don't know. Let's try. That is a definitive yes. And if I could just get Mando to full here, that would be awesome. Let's try. Nah, he's just a bit under, so that's okay. No comment, no clue how that happened. Nobody cares. And he has started attacking, as mentioned. Waiting people out, 72 on the SLK. So it's gonna have been JKR, JKL, potentially even. Or he just went with JML. So he goes light on fleets as well to ensure he can definitely clear. So there should be no issues there for him. Because I'm gonna have to try some one-shot deletion on Malak with my Marauder. Let's control Droidica here. So this would be too early. Right now I would just basic. I'll probably spend that one on Asajj. That's definitely an acceptable attack there. I have to get Dooku out here. Not that I mind. And then right now... Let's take a look here. I might as well ability block Django. Right now this should be a kill. And it is. That makes life a lot easier. I'll probably lose my set here to Droidica, but not much I can do. He actually tanks that. That's impressive, sir, at your gear 12. But not that one. Oh wow, that's wildly disappointing. Thought he would do a little bit more damage, but I suppose not. This should still fear Droidica. And let's do Force Storm, and there we go. Okay, I think you want to start with this one. Although, nah, you want to start with this one for the speed up. Never mind, don't remember. Then I gotta get the little friend in, the summon, to get rid of that taunt. If I even need to, because AoE damage is also pretty much doing the job. There we go. See if I can get a stun. A dodge, that's so much better. That was kind of weird, it was like he was hanging out there for a sec. $171k, that's some nice damage from my not particularly well modded Kyle. And then the Hux, I'll have to scrape through that because I had to waste all of my other teams on other attempts to clear that stupid team. And I'm not really confident I'll be able to make it through, so maybe saving Fennec would have been good, or just thinking it through better in general, but yeah, let's see what I can do. Let's do some kind of new thing. So tank tech on SRP, which means at least he's going to revive if it comes to that. I'll probably put an armor shred on the Stormtrooper. I'm thinking. Or maybe on Hux himself so that I can pick him off with Boba. That might be a good call. Let's do that. Ooh. That tank is not going to live very long. That's for sure. There he goes. Well, at least I get to reapply the tank tech. And this is certainly not going to kill. An AoE would be very unwise. I think I may still have to try. At least I dispel the advantage. Okay. Ooh, that's not good. Come on, not armor. Not armor, I have to get the Beskar out. So in this case, to me, Beskar and Boba would make the most sense. He's the one who has to get all of the action done. If I put it on SRP, SRP gets picked off, and it's immediately over. I don't really see the point in that. I could see an argument for Newt, but Newt is pretty squishy and doesn't have that extra life. So let's just keep SRP around like this. Double tap. No, it's just a single, but I get the kill here. Through, I believe, secondary damage, I hope. No. Oh, that was a misplay. I should have put that on our good friend Hux here. Weapon tech here. And at least this one's gonna kill. AoE hurts, but I got the leader out, that's the most important. And now, since there is no more advantage, I believe I can do that. No, because Fost still calls a counter, but that's okay. Who just died? I already forgot which character was back there. Armor, right. That's how forgettable my characters are to me, of course. Yeah, let's AoE and get countered. And healing immunity, amazing. Maybe I can keep Newt around, that would be nice. Get Fox out of here. Cleanse that healing immunity and keep spreading extortion. It's a weird team, but it does make progress. I'll try to get Kylo somewhat lower. Did not really work out. This guy is gonna die to dots. And control him. Yeah, he doesn't care for the dots, but he does care for execute, so just waiting to line that up. There it is, thank you, sir. Let's recover some protection. Could have maybe done that sooner, but while Kylo is alive, it's not very productive. So he's actually nearly full, but it's a 60. I'll accept it. I wasn't sure I'd be able to break the team. And he's got to be just about done with my GLs at this point. Really, my best hope is seeing that one fail, but I think he might have done JKR, JKL on the SLK team just to have an extra GL in case he doesn't clear all of them. That would be my guess. Which is what I would have done in his case anyway, after seeing multiple attempts on the Starkiller there in the front. It could have been such an interesting round if I hadn't been scammed against Starkiller there, but yeah, nothing to do. Let's pick off the Vulture. I guess, actually, why do I pick off the vulture? Like, whenever you play this, it doesn't make any sense. Whenever you play this against the AI, against the Executor AI, the thing you fear the most is another ship getting targeted, not the vulture. So why do I even blast that out? Because I'm not quite there with my head, I guess. So I'll just focus down Sunfac. There we go, much better. I'll cleanse those buzz droids. Ha, lost the coin flip spy. Because I'm gonna heal that dude. Thank you. And this is why Malevolence against Executor is just a dead counter at this point. This is wildly unattractive to use. And maybe it'll return in the future if we get more fleets and people need to use other things. But until such a time, I guess people rather use mirrors or finalizer. So he has a very fast gauntlet. I should be concerned about that, because it can go for my Anakin. And then I might actually run Ahsoka in the starting lineup. But he's gonna call in the Interceptor. So maybe this is just not a great counter altogether. But yeah, I don't really have alternatives, so I've got to give this a shot. Okay, pretty curious about this one. It goes on Ahsoka in this case, alright, I can live with that. Buff immunity on TIE Bomber would be very helpful, but Gar would probably cleanse it afterwards. So maybe just getting a target lock on the gauntlet. Not even. So again, like, I could cleanse here, but I'm also gonna get burned. I just don't think I really have another option. And now I get to go for their bomber, hopefully some good damage. And this is where things will start hurting, because the buff immunity is back. And this guy is gonna burn me in a sec here. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a loss. This is not the way you're supposed to play it. I will AoE here, I think. Try and get Vader down maybe, not even close. Alright, Plo, you need to bail me out, buddy. TM doesn't make a lot of sense. I think it's better to put up a taunt here. Yeah, Ahsoka is out. Also, just not landing target locks is being a huge problem. It slows down my capital ship a whole bunch, and I'm only finally starting to land them now, but it's far too late. Lots of foresight on their end. Their ultimate's about to go off. So I'll be surprised if I can pick off a single ship at this rate. I have offense up here, but also offense down, so it's kind of cringy. Maybe with the Valor here I can overtake. Big question. Massive heal there. And I'm not going to land any target locks with this, so it's basically over. And I won't be able to pick this apart either, I think. So this is a good example of how not to play the fight. However, I think most people just don't really have experience with it yet, myself included. And the alternatives would have been Radis, or I think I don't have Rebels either. Rebels would have done okay, maybe. Depends if I'd be able to burn through that gauntlet. He's really quite strong. But yeah, the ultimate is coming up in the next move. I'm doing absolutely nothing to their ships. They've all got bonus protection. So it's gonna end right here, I think. Anakin drops, the ult goes off, and Plo gets killed here. Yep. Total waste of time. And that's just a reinforcement because I didn't kill anything. So in this case I'm running this lineup first because I believe there's a chance my bow can spec out one of their ships that has no protection. But maybe they just immediately start taunting and it's not an option. Which is, yeah. I thought maybe I would go just before Vader because I do have a very fast ship, but that was not the case. So I'll just spend it here. And use this on... Do I even want to do that? I guess I have to. Maybe I put it on the Radis to have foresight while I take a turn. Try and get that ultimate off quicker, because here I'm gonna get destroyed anyway. I'll do this one. And try to see if I can do some okay damage. Special's kind of useless, I guess. Like, it looks okay, you know, like maybe there's a tiny chance I'd get through, but he's about to get healed and that will change everything around. The daze and TM removal would do nothing, so my best shot now is an expose or kill, which I did get. That's good progress. I would love to be able to cleanse my fleet here. Let's go for, I think for Gauntlet. Anyone else I go for just ends up getting healed. Nice, good assist there. I did get the cleanse, that's great. Let's daze this guy and dispel him. Which he reverses anyway, but let's see what I can do. A special here. No crit, come on, yes, great. Okay, this can definitely be cleaned up by the last scraps that I might have in case my fleet here doesn't make it. Which is starting to look pretty likely that it won't. Because they also still have an ultimate. I should maybe go for that ship first, but... Let's see. Thanks for your sacrifice. I will do this for the TM. Thank you for offering up your ship there. I can't get to my ultimate just because they keep being annoying by stripping the foresight. Glad I brought this one along still. So hopefully I can just finish it off here. Nice. And in hindsight, would I have tried Finalizer? Whoa. Chill, guys. Would I have tried Finalizer on that Chimera? I don't really know. It's a bit of a tricky battle. I'm gonna ability block him so he can't pass any turns. Hunted on him. Should make a lot of sense. Hopefully not on mine. But logically, like, I would hope the AI actually knows how to do that. I mean, I haven't stacked much, but I might as well try to make progress on him. Because here I get to call an assist and hopefully kill him off. Which I wasn't sure if I could because of the hunted, actually. Didn't remember in the moment. But from here on out it should be pretty easy. Yes, I got one of those too, pal. I don't really need to boost everyone, but let's do it anyway. That middle ship is in stealth, but it looks the exact same as it does when it's not. I guess those are the special... We finally figured it out. Those are the actual special forces. I never really understood. 10k damage, are you absolutely kidding me? Three. 3 is pretty sweet. I really like 3 damage. It's better than 2. I've also seen 2 before, so can't really complain there. That didn't kill, okay. Could this give me a banner back? For a 69, at least I full cleared, that's something. He'll be done with my back wall in a sec here. Only one GL left, so he's gonna have one shot everything. No surprises there. So let's see in a sec, it's gonna be over here. If this goes down, then he has 1. If he fails, then I still have a theoretical chance of winning, but I'm not counting on it. And there he goes, so he's won. That's it, thanks for watching. I hope there was at least something interesting in there for you, and I'll see you next week.